Hello again. Well, today I'm going to talk about you and your organs. The Nigerian social media is full of stories of kidnappers and organ harvesters, those who kill people for the sake of harvesting their organs. Now, those are crude and barbarous ways of eliminating people's life by kidnapping them, killing them, and harvesting their organs. That is really, really bad. But those ones, well, I really don't have much to say about them because they know what they are doing and they think that it is a good business. The ones that I am concerned about is those who are sanctioned hospitals like doctors, nurses, and others who do the same exact thing that the kidnappers are doing, but under the guise of providing treatment. I have it on good authority that there are a few doctors and nurses in Nigeria who, at the slightest chance, will remove their patient's kidney without the patient knowing. What they do with the harvested kidney, I don't know, but I have it on good authority that some nurses, some doctors and nurses, some hospitals in Nigeria do that. But the worst is the Nigerians who, at the slightest ill health, transport themselves out of the shores of Nigeria to India or to somewhere in Asia or Europe in the guise of, that is in the bid to heal themselves. Well, some of the hospitals in those countries that you take yourself to are worse than the ones in Nigeria because you will leave, you arrive with two kidneys, nothing wrong with your kidney. Okay, you come for treatment of other ailments, and once they perform surgery on you, one way or the other, you come back to Nigeria with one kidney. And because we could survive with one kidney, the individual wouldn't know that that is done. It's happening within Nigeria, but more in Europe and Asia, where we take ourselves to in the bid to get better health care. So, before you go, check the reputation of these hospitals and check the reputation of the doctors, okay, to make sure that they know what they are doing and that they are scrupulous and they are following the Hippocratic Code oath to do no harm. A particular issue in point is someone in Nigeria who went to the doctor and then to have a minor, really outpatient surgery. Well, guess what? The doctor deliberately removed one of his kidney, and the guy did not know it. And as time progresses, this guy continued patronizing the same doctor. And then this doctor continues sending him to a lab in his jurisdiction. So as the young man is getting sicker and sicker, the doctor kept referring him to go to lab to see what's wrong with him. And so one day, the lab that the doctor uses couldn't perform the test because they were too busy. So this guy opted to use another lab. And after the examination and test, guess what? The lab now called him in and said, "How long ago did you perform kidney surgery?" He said, "No, I didn't perform any kidney surgery." As he asked him, "Did you donate your kidney to your relative?" The man said, no. Well, they not told him, "Hey, listen, you have only one kidney." To his amazement, the man, okay, went back to the same doctor. And when the doctor saw the result, that states clearly that the man has only one kidney, this is when the doctor now told him, "Hey, by the way, I removed one of your kidneys 3 years ago." And so the man now really has not done anything about it. And all I'm saying about this one is that all of us needs to be careful because there are some really, really unscrupulous doctors parading around, damaging people's life in the guise of providing treatment. And the method is that, well, they make themselves into some kind of a demigod because the patients cannot really ask questions of the doctor one way or the other. And then when they write prescriptions, you cannot question the reason for that prescription. Otherwise, they'll scream at you and then kick you out. So you be careful and be also prayerful so that you don't fall into the hands of these really terrible, killers who parade themselves as doctors.